Day 3 after murdering somebody.
Wow! Don't put that on camera.
This is Sierra Halseth and Aaron Guerrero, two teens who planned to run away to Los Angeles but ended up killing Sierra's father, Daniel Halseth.
Father was killed. A new autopsy report from the Clark County coroner reveals that 45-year-old Daniel Halseth was stabbed about 70 times, with the coroner also writing about burns to his body. Halseth's 16-year-old daughter and her boyfriend right now are under arrest for his murder.
On April 8, 2021, Daniel Halseth was stabbed 70 times and his body was found dismembered and burned. Sierra Halseth grabbed the weapon and started stabbing Daniel. The reasons why she did that were because her father abused her physically and emotionally, claiming that he had done that since her childhood.
My biological father abused and neglected me. Not only did he hit me and put his hands on me, but he shaved me, touched me, sexualized me, molested me, slapped me, kissed me, as well as letting others do the same.
And not approving her 18-year-old boyfriend Aaron Guerrero. After killing Daniel, the teens tried to destroy the evidence. Daniel's mother, Christine Halseth, realized something wasn't right when they hadn't heard from him. Christine texted Sierra where her father was because she couldn't get a hold of him, after which Sierra replied that her father's phone was acting up and she shouldn't worry. Daniel's mother, feeling worried, called Peggy Newman, Daniel's landlord, and asked to do a welfare check.
How may I help you?
Yeah, hi, I need a welfare check. I don't know if
On who are we doing a welfare check?
for my son. He's been missing for 2 days. His work's called, his family's called, I've called, his ex-wife's called, and there's nobody answering the phone and nobody there's nothing. Nobody can get a hold of him, and then his work called and they can't get a hold of him, and it's really, he just doesn't act like this.
Okay. Does he live alone?
He lives with his 16-year-old daughter who is not answering the phone.
Okay.
Or replying to a text.
Mm-hmm.
And the weird part is, I'll just tell you this, there's been ATM withdrawals at 3 different ATM.
But why is a missing person withdrawing money from an ATM? Daniel's ex-wife noticed that hundreds of dollars were missing from their shared account. On April 8, Aaron ran away from his home and went to a Home Depot near Sierra's house, where he was caught on a surveillance video buying a circular saw, blades, and lighter fluid, and went back to Sierra's place, and Sierra was seen buying bleach from a grocery store. On the morning of the 8th of April, they attacked Daniel, stabbing him over 70 times on his head, neck, and torso, after which they tried to hide the evidence. First, they put Daniel's body inside a sleeping bag. Next, they tried to dismember him with the tools they bought earlier that day. After that failed, they tried to set the sleeping bag on fire and burn down the house to hide all the evidence, but ultimately unsuccessfully, after which both fled to Salt Lake City. While they were on the run, the teens recorded their viral video.
Day 3 after murdering somebody.
Wow! Don't put that on camera.
It was worth it.
Investigators said they tracked the teens through surveillance footage, starting with the video of the two teens leaving their neighborhood in Daniel Halseth's blue Nissan Altima. Video surveillance footage shows both of them using the light rail system in Salt Lake City without paying for tickets. After they were caught not paying for tickets, police officers did a background check on them and found out that they were wanted for murder. On their arrest warrants, they were charged with the murder of Daniel Halseth along with 9 other charges.
We've learned 16-year-old Sierra Halseth is in juvenile hall, according to Metro Police, and her boyfriend, 18-year-old Aaron Guerrero, is at the Clark County Detention Center. They were taken into custody in Salt Lake City, Utah 10 days ago after Metro Police say they were on the run. They both face a murder charge.
Sierra was charged as an adult because, according to Nevada state law, anyone 16 and older accused of murder is automatically charged as an adult, and Aaron Guerrero had the possibility of facing the death penalty because he was 18 years old.
At home, the teenage couple charged with killing the girl's father pleaded not guilty in court today. Authorities say 16-year-old Sierra Halseth and 18-year-old Aaron Guerrero killed Daniel Halseth back in April and then tried to destroy his body.
Both Sierra and Aaron pleaded not guilty.
Guilty or not guilty? Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Both teens were sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 22 years.
Teenage girl and her boyfriend have been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 22 years. Sierra Halseth and Aaron Guerrero agreed to a plea deal in the killing of Sierra's father, 45-year-old Daniel Halseth.
Daniel's mother, Christine, delivered an emotional impact statement during the sentencing.
Where did the evil come that was bred into a soul that murders their own father?
Christine Halseth delivering an emotional statement about the murder of her son, Daniel.
You're in a tough spot because your son is the victim and the killer is your granddaughter. Can you talk about that?
She's not my granddaughter.
Sierra's family members insisted that her claims about her father abusing her physically and emotionally were false.
My biological father abused and neglected me. Not only did he hit me and put his hands on me, but he shaved me, touched me, sexualized me, molested me, slapped me, kissed me, as well as letting others do the same.
And they said that the death penalty would be the most appropriate sentence.
But they both should have gotten death for the life they took. 20 years will never be enough for taking Daniel away.
During the sentencing, Sierra showed no remorse or emotion for killing her own father. In an interview, Aaron Guerrero revealed what happened before and after killing Daniel. He claimed that both him and his girlfriend thought of killing Sierra's father, and it turned out terribly wrong. When asked why they recorded the video, he answered that that was their way of coping with what happened. He also claimed that he was suffering from mental health issues and wasn't taking his medications. He added that he was under the influence of LSD while committing the crime, claiming that he wouldn't commit the crime in the first place if he was sober. He hopes that one day he will be granted parole and that he will be able to show the Halseth family that he is a better person by proving to them that he is not a monster and still has the potential to be a functioning member of society.
She got the weapon first, and I always carry a weapon, so.
Whose idea was it to commit the murder?
I would say it was both of our ideas, because we didn't know exactly what we were going to do, but we knew we had to do something about it. And
Sierra's mother is the only family member who supports Sierra's case. But was Daniel really the person Sierra claimed to be? In the videos that Daniel posted online, we can see that he is a loving and compassionate father who loves and supports his daughter.
And here we are with little Sierra Bob. Right, Sierra? Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. And she's got her pink towel. She just got out of the shower. Hey, we'll look at the video. Look at that.
Among Pink's iconic dogs are the
Live, love,
the Planet
laugh.
The Today
Hey, it's
Show,
Jordan.
and the John Magazine. And it doesn't stop there. You could go to Pink.
Being zucchinis, and Jordan ate a big bite, and he ate it so big, it was bigger than his leg. His bite was bigger than his leg.
Except one. Catch up.
I love you kitty so much.
The story of Daniel Halseth's tragic end forces us to confront uncomfortable questions that linger like shadows behind a smile. Was the man the world saw truly the man he was? Could the warmth he portrayed mask a darkness capable of unspeakable acts? Acts so vile they drove his own daughter to unthinkable violence? Or does Sierra's desperate, brutal choice reveal not a monster punished, but a broken soul weaponizing trauma as both shield and sword? We may never know the full truth. The courtroom testimonies, the whispers of abuse, the tangled motives of revenge, fear, or fractured loyalty, all dissolve into silence now, buried with Daniel and etched into Sierra's fate. But this story is more than a true crime headline. It is a mirror held to the abyss of human nature, a reminder that monsters and victims are rarely what they seem, and that the line between survival and sin can vanish in a single irreversible moment. Who in the end is the victim here? The father whose secrets died with him, the daughter who chose violence as her escape, or the justice system left to parse the wreckage of a family's unraveling? Some truths refuse to stay buried, others perhaps are lost forever, leaving us to wonder, how well do we ever really know the people we love or the strangers we become?